Hi everyone, Michelle Harrison here from Royal LePage, here to give you your real estate update for the month of January to February 2021. If you didn't think the market could get any hotter, it just did. January saw incredible sales numbers. It almost has that 2016 feel to it. Remember when it was a bit out of control for about 8 months straight? Well, it slowed down in about August, but prices continued to climb until mid-2017. I personally did 2 deals on New Year's Day, which in any other year is completely unheard of. But the demand for product right now is simply insatiable. For example, last weekend there was about 80 people that went through a detached home listing. It was an out-of-town realtor who perhaps underestimated the demand and had underpriced it. So of course there was just a lot of buyers who showed up to see it. There were traffic cones laid out and 2 bouncers plus the realtor who were there to direct the buyers so that they were complying with, of course, COVID safety regulations. We got there 15 minutes early and still had to wait about 20 minutes outside before we could get in. It of course sold for almost $300,000 from its original asking price. Townhomes are a fight for buyers right now too. The second they hit the market, they're pretty much sold. Usually the listing agent will allow scheduled showings on the weekend and provide strata documents to those who request it. And then they'll review the offers with the sellers at a particular time on either a Monday or a Tuesday. Best offer wins, and sometimes that means subject free. I don't think I was in a situation once for a townhouse in the last 6 weeks that did not go to multiple offer. Most of them are selling over list and subject free, which is a bit of a scary situation for those people who are maxed on their budget. The troubling thing with a subject free offer in a market like this is the financing. What if the property doesn't appraise? Then the bank won't necessarily give you all the money and you'll have to come up with a shortfall. Be especially cautious about this, especially for the sellers, because if the buyer can't actually complete and you've gone out and purchased something already yourself, then you won't be able to complete either. So if you do have a subject-free offer, I'm not saying not to take it, but just be sure that the buyer's agent has a pretty high level of confidence and has vetted the buyer to know if they can complete even if it doesn't appraise. And my prediction is that this market will actually continue to climb for the next few months, but some buyers might get either priced out or burnt out. Then they'll maybe stop looking. Sellers might also get a little, I don't want to say greedy, but might get a little bit optimistic and start pricing their homes a bit over market value at a make me move price. So then inventory goes up, buyers go down, and then maybe we'll see a correction. But in the meantime, it's going to be a buying frenzy. And here are the stats to support this. For the detached market, sales are up 100% year over year and down 27.5%. This is because of low inventory. The benchmark price went up 13.5% year over year and 2% month over month. But the average price is up 31.2% year over year. That's a price jump from 1.3 million to 1.7 million, people. This means basically that more expensive properties are now changing hands again, and even that price is up another 115,000 from last month. And for townhomes, the sales to active listings is almost 100%. The rule of thumb is generally that if this percentage goes over 20%, prices will rise. It also basically means that you're practically guaranteed a sale if you put your property on the market, at market value, of course. Active listings are down 42% year over year, but up almost 10% since December. Benchmark price is up 10% year over year at about 616,000, and average price is up 7.4% month over month, which is almost a $50,000 increase in 1 month. And some townhouse complexes have actually seen a bigger spike than that. For example, there was a townhouse at Breeze backing onto the park that sold last July for $585 or so. And basically the same unit, just a few doors down, sold last week for $668. That one blew me away. Okay, so for condos, the good ones are still selling, but just know that there's 4.5 months worth of inventory for condos. Sales are up 50% from last year, but down 31.8% from last month. There's a 30% price change from last year's average, but no price change from December. So prices are fairly stable right now, and at least they're not going down. Just know that if you do have a condo to sell in South Surrey or White Rock, be patient. It might take a few weeks. Interest rates are still really low. First-time home buyers are getting in the market buying condos, so don't fret too much. It will sell. So that's it for now, everybody. Call me if you have any questions. Take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.